After exploring Mostar's old town, you may be wondering what else is there to see in this area of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So in this video, we're going to cover 3 amazing destinations that you can see as a day trip from Mostar. We'll show you how to get there, the cost, and all the beautiful sights that await you. All in this episode of Lucas World Travel.
So today we're taking a day trip to Blagaj, a small town just about 20 minutes south of Mostar, where we are currently. The good thing is you can take public transport to get to this destination, so we always take full advantage so we can have affordable travels wherever we go. You want to take it from the United World College, which is behind us. That's the local high school.
Unfortunately, we found the posted bus schedule to be a bit difficult to read and a bit inaccurate. So we ended up waiting an hour and a half to take the number 12 bus to Blagaj. Fortunately, we had time to spare. If you don't have time to spare though, you can also take a taxi, as taxi fares are also very affordable in Bosnia.
So after an hour and a half wait for the bus, we made it to Blagaj. So it's about 10 minutes walk to the Dervish House, and that's what we're on our way to see. One of the good things about traveling slow though is that we got time. So when we have to wait an hour and a half for a bus, it's slightly annoying, but it's no big deal. We have a total of 6 nights here, so we have time to spare.
In this situation, if we make a mistake, it's okay. You know, we can live with it. If you're cramped for time, like you got 2 weeks for your whole vacation, you don't want to make mistakes like that because you don't have the time to waste. But for us, because we're taking it slow, we just chalk it up as a lesson learned.
The walk to the Dervish House is picturesque and serene, with a rushing river and gorgeous mountain views.
So entrance is 5 marks per person. So the Dervish are a denomination of Islam, and this house is their pilgrimage site. So they come here to regularly have prayers, rituals, and they have an annual celebration every May where they meet up.
And because the Dervish House is a Muslim religious site, you'll either have to wear long pants or a long skirt.
Ladies, you have to borrow a scarf to cover your head to see the Dervish House, FYI.
This is a beautiful home. It was built in the 14th century and added on to in the 18th century. And it's built inside of a cave, and so you think it's very cold inside, but because of these gorgeous textiles they have everywhere and the natural light that you get in there, it's very warm. It's got some beautiful designs to it, and you can tell that it's a very old style. I've seen some things in there that I've never seen before in my life. It's really beautiful.
This house is beautifully built into the side of a mountain, with the goal of allowing the power of nature to enhance their prayers. Now, tourists of all faiths make a pilgrimage to this spot to enjoy its beauty and power. We are glad to be amongst the thousands that get to enjoy the serenity of this house and the sound of the waterfall rushing through the river.
So we're at Vrelo Restaurant after just seeing the Dervish House. We chose this place because it has the best view of the monastery, and it's just nice to hear that running water, the waterfall in the background while we enjoy a lunch. It's actually really good, very flavorful. So this is the stuffed trout. So it's stuffed with all these different veggies. Looks quite healthy. And David got the fish plate, so he's trying all different types of fish. He even has some salmon, a fish kebab, a whole fried fish. The veggies are really flavorful. Fish is well seasoned, very well seasoned, everything. Can highly recommend.
After a beautiful day at the Dervish Monastery, we decided to rent a car to see even more of what this region has to offer.
Now typically, I try to do public transportation as much as possible, but order to get to this waterfall, it's just going to be more convenient and practical to drive ourselves. Really, there's not much public transportation out this way. So we rented a car for 60 marks a day, and that includes the insurance. So when I heard how inexpensive it was to rent a car, jumped right at it. It was worth it. Also, the other good thing, I don't know how to do manual transmission, but luckily David does. So he'll be doing all the driving in Bosnia because they didn't have any automatic cars available. So just know, when you want to drive yourself through Europe, it is helpful if you know how to drive stick shift. Well, now we're driving ourselves to Kravice Waterfall. And you know us, we love chasing waterfalls. So we couldn't pass up one of the most famous waterfalls in Bosnia. It takes about 55 minutes to drive there from Mostar, and we'll show you what it's like.
Entrance into the park is 10 marks, or about $6.
So we made it to Kravice. We're just walking down to the waterfall now. It's supposed to take about 5 minutes. We already got a sneak peek of what's to come from a distance, and it's lovely already.
And it's a gorgeous waterfall. It's great energy. I got a chance to meditate out here, and I loved it. The air tastes good here. It's just that clear, that clean.
Although it's only a 5-minute walk, just know it's an uphill climb to get back to your car. So now we're gonna go explore Pociteji. Now Pociteji is about 20 minutes from Kravice Waterfall, and it's totally worth a stop by. So there are two main things you should do when you come to Pociteji. You want to climb to the top of the tower, and you want to climb to the top of that.
Our first stop was a viewing platform called Pociteji.
It is quite powerful to walk this path while listening to the call of prayer. Kind of emotional right now. So the whole town is filled with these stone houses with limestone roofs, with paths surrounded by trees and foliage. It's quite like you're in an enchanted garden, really. And we're finally at the point where we're starting to see those amazing city views. So it looks like this is just a platform over the city. Oh, well, that's worth the climb for sure. So this is a great viewing platform to see Pociteji. I'm not gonna lie, these roads are quite confusing, so keep in mind you're gonna take a wrong road or two. But that's okay. It's a small town. You won't be lost long. And just enjoy the journey.
Our next stop was the abandoned fortress.
Behind me here is the big fort on the hill.
The bottom level has some spectacular ruins and some great views. If you dare, you can also climb to the very top of the tower.
Now this abandoned tower looks kind of spooky. I made it to the top of the abandoned fortress, and honestly, you don't have to climb up here. The views are better below, and much less creepy. This is what you can see if you choose to come to the top.
Pociteji is such a picturesque town, best seen from a distance to admire how the houses, mosques, and the fort tower stand out in the hilly landscape. To end, we'll show you where we stayed in Mostar. as this rental was so luxurious and just steps away from the old bridge.
Now this is the best apartment rental we've had so far, and we can't wait to show you it. Look at how large and spacious this space is. This looks like it's going to be the most comfortable place to sit and watch TV. But hopefully we won't be watching TV too much to see. We have this nice island and nice modern kitchen. And this one has a balcony with a lovely mountain view. In the bathroom, they actually have a washer and a dryer. Do you know how much I've missed having a dryer? This is gonna be such a luxury. Super nice finishes in the bathroom, including a bidet. And let's take a look at our shower. Nice rain head shower. So we booked this beautiful apartment for 7 days, and at a very reasonable price. It was $444 for 7 days.
And we could not have chosen a better home base to explore Mostar's old town and all the beautiful places that surround it. Up next, we're heading to Yagica, and you don't want to miss this tiny but mighty Bosnian town. So please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you're notified when we post the next one. For now, you should check out the top 10 things to do in Old Town Mostar on the top there. And if you want to see where in the world we are right now, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for our latest adventure. As always, thanks so much for watching and happy travel planning until next time.